Hey guys, so just doing a quick update. So I guess after asking Drakova for a few hours ago to find me a better stream of the dueling tournament than our dancing queen friend over here, which you can actually see
Big opener like that.
over here right now, he actually did send me a link for a much better version of the dueling tournament, which you guys can definitely go watch. So I would highly suggest that you go and watch it over there. Um, since I did 3 hours of videos, I'm not going to redo the video commentary, but yeah, you can just see whatever you want over here. I'm personally very curious, and I'm probably going to pause the video just to find the first Hunter duel that our boy ended up eating his socks over. So yeah, I'm gonna find that real fast. Be right back.
Looks like he's
All
going for the mount, trying to
right,
push
let's
in
try this
onto him.
again. Hmm.
The mounted up start? This guy's a knight.
Hmm.
I thought he was playing defense too
Whoa.
for a second.
Yeah.
Looks like he's popping everything, just trying to stay on him. Looks like he's just doing the hand of freedom, trying to stay up on him. Whose is that? That's Rookler's minion there, pushing damage up on him. CBK just trying to keep him
Tide was trying to
away. There's Bubble. Going for the full one. Looks like... No, that was not a charge. It looked like it for a second there. Then Dorf's legs just started moving. Getting the reset here. But unfortunately, the minion is still out, pushing damage onto a red fire, so he can't get out of combat for a reset. Popping into aspect of the monkey. Rookler does hit him with the grenade there, getting the stun.
Yeah, what's really interesting here is where the hell are their health bars? Am I like blind or
So he
something?
can pop up.
Okay, so they're little tiny ass bars all the way up at the top. What the fuck? All right, well that's annoying. I guess it's good that I did the other one kind of because look at this. I can't even barely see this. Anyways, I'll comment when this is over. I'll just press play real fast.
CBK just going down. Rookler for the win. Good duel.
Okay, so basically what happened here, as near as I can tell, is Drakova mounted up just as the duel was counting down, so he was on a mount the moment the duel started, so he just got to jump for free all over the hunter, which is always a very good position to be in. He then proceeded to do everything and its dog to keep aggro on him. He had the skeleton summon offhand. He had gnomish netomatic trinket. He had nifty stopwatch. And you can see from the beginning here that he's basically
This is the first
just he's basically just an aggro machine. And does he make any mistakes is the question. Again, he's T1 tier 1 with a Deathbringer, and that's pretty much all he's actually working with, which is kind of terrifying. So that ice trap is unfortunate, but it happens. This backfiring net is also unfortunate, but that's kind of why I don't like Netomatic. So, for example, it might be banned in the tournament because, seriously, what the fuck? So, it might be banned in the tournament just because I haven't seen it used yet, but rather than a Netomatic, definitely use like a Goblin Mortar. You should just Goblin Mortar them, and it does more damage, and it's far less likely to be resisted. But then again, 10-second stun or 10-second snare on a hunter is kind of an auto win. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. In fact, I probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So yeah, so he recloses despite the snare. Good question would be, why is he so fast? Keep in mind he's keeping the pet on him because it's giving him a million wreck charges. And this is a do or die build that Drakova is using simply because he does not have the MP5 to stay in this fight according to his comments after this. So he's all over him. He's on top of him. His blessing of freedom is going to wear off momentarily, and ooh, what the fuck? Okay, so this is technically a misplay on the hunter, and possibly a misplay on the hunter, and I'll tell you why. Again, it's difficult to look at their health bars. Okay, Ruklar is about half life, and the hunter is about 80% life. Blessing of Freedom is about to wear off, and this is your chance to get away as a hunter. So once Blessing of Freedom is off, then you hamstring them, then you get distance. Instead, what we're going to see is, then again, Drakova might have chained in a... no, because again, FAPs are usable in this duel series. So in this tournament. So clearly he was stunned, so he's not fapping right now. But it's kind of a waste because I'm expecting this freedom to wear off at any moment, and he could have just hamstringed and gone away. So I'm not entirely sure what the yeah. So it just wore off instantly. Is that a fucking title charm? Oh, fudge. Oh, yeah, title charm. What a dueling tournament. Anyways, yeah, so he gets title charmed right there. So now grenade's done. Title charm is gone. Let me think about that. So the hunter decided to use... Okay. Now this is after he got back on him. So rather than just chilling and relaxing and playing it all pimp-like, he to wait for the freedom to wear off. His plan is to grenade the paladin, which did that even do anything to him is a better question. Is this actually a FAP? Let me see. Because it definitely scuns the skeleton right there. Okay. Ruklar, how we doing? Oh yeah, so he is fapped. Okay, so he throws out a grenade, but Drakova's not on a Blessing of Freedom. He either resisted that or it's a fap. One of the two. I suspect a fap because he can't do anything to get him off him, just period. But I could be wrong about that. So he doesn't manage to get away, which is kind of fascinating. So let me see what's going on here. So he grenades. Okay, fails to stun Ruklar. Does he just go right into his aspect of the cheetah with the assumption that... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is what's happening. So he doesn't quite go into aspect of the cheetah off just the assumption that Ruklar is going to be stunned. What's happening is that Ruklar is using a... He's using a 2.9 speed weapon, which is almost enough of a slow weapon that you as a hunter think you can aspect of the cheetah and get away, and then you realize that leeway is actually a fucking thing, which he's about to realize right about now. So it's like, oh, maybe I can get away from this weapon, and then if you screw it up by even like a fractions of a second, then you're going to get caught. So you can see that clearly the game gave Drakova the hit. Subsequently, he was unable to escape. Decent try, though. So this is going to get Drakova back on top of him, and then it's going to force out a... Because I was wondering why the hell he just didn't run away, and he has to use Title Charm here. I was like, what the fuck did you have to use Title Charm for? How did you fail to get away without a grenade? Well, the grenade didn't stun him, and he tried an aspect of the cheetah escape, which is a no-no. This skeleton pet that is all over the hunter cannot be understated. It actually does a lot of damage. It does not let the hunter eat or drink. It keeps them in combat. If you're a complete asshole, which Drakova is definitely a complete asshole, you can put things on the pet. Things like Blessing of Sacrifice. There we go. Yeah, so Blessing of Sacrifice lasts 30 seconds. Any damage done to the pet, a portion of it gets transferred to you as the paladin, and this will break you out of a large number of snares like Ice Trap and all that kind of stuff. So even if the hunter was able to snap his fingers and just Ice Trap Drakova 100%, he could not eat or drink because this pet's just going to keep attacking him, and he can't attack the pet without breaking Drakova out of the ice block. But he's going to use the Title Charm here to try to get some distance. Drakova just bubbles and keeps coming, so the hunter's like, oh, shit. But then Drakova's going to have a bit of a second thought here and be like, I'm just going to go for some heals. I'll let the skilly pet do his work. So he decides he's going to heal right back up to pretty much full, and he's going to probably close with a grenade. Based upon the animation, I'm expecting grenade. No grenade? Okay. That makes me stupid. Oh, right, nifty stopwatch. He's just like, I can heal to full. I got nifty stopwatch. Let's fucking go. So I guess in that sense, perhaps the bubble was a waste, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to try to see if I can find the bubble was a waste or not. How low was he? Again, I hate these health bars. Oh my god. So he bubbles. It wasn't a complete waste, but it can be very nerve-wracking. Yeah, that bubble was kind of a waste in my opinion. He could have stayed in there anyways. He bubbled out of a... Maybe it was a 3-second stun that he got himself out of. Maybe I'm being overly critical. Come on, right here. So, boom, Tidal Charm. No, he got out of it, then he bubbled. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so this bubble might be technically a waste. Might be technically a waste. But he's a heal to fold for free, and it doesn't matter in the end because Skelly Pet is doing a thing. Now, I contemplated whether or not it was worth it to actually put Freedom on the Skelly Pet, because if you put Freedom on the Skelly Pet, it removes the hamstring. But then again, you probably just save it for yourself, and I'm retarded if I think otherwise. Yeah, so he just Freedoms right here, and he saves it for himself. Gets scatter shotted, gets ice trapped. The skeleton almost eats the ice trap. That's kind of a big deal, but watch how little shits it actually matters. It's like pop. It's like, oh, you can't drink. Oh, isn't that adorable? Now he's attacking the skeleton. The question is, did Drakova actually have sacrifice on the skeleton or not, or was he conserving his mana like a motherfucker? So let's see how quickly he comes out when the skeleton gets hit. Skeleton hit. Where's my skeleton hit? Right here. Okay, watching Drakova. Attacks get boom. Look at that. Yeah, so he must have had blessing of either it just timed out and I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, and it's an amazing coincidence that it happened right when the skeleton got hit. But you can clearly see here that the moment the skeleton gets hit, he gets out of the ice trap. And that is highly suggestive of a blessing of boom, right there. Blessing of sacrifice on the pet. Which again, look what this pet did. This pet is not only doing damage, he's not only consuming mana, he's not only consuming attention, he's not only making it very difficult for the hunter to just go aspect to the cheetah and get away with it from him, even though he's using a relatively slow two-handed weapon. It stopped the hunter's eating and drinking, and it got him out of an ice trap ahead of schedule. This thing is retarded, like ridiculous. This thing is amazing. And I also love it. It's got like 3,500 hit points or something. I also adore it when you use it against warlocks. But its number one use in duels, the skeleton summon, is to stop resets. A lot of the paladin specs that are not deep holy have issues stopping people from resetting, and the skeleton pet gives literally no shits. So it's absolutely freaking awesome. Alright, so Hunter's almost dead. Hunter's probably just going to die here. Yeah, Hunter just goes down, and that's it. Game over. And you can see, watch, the skeleton pet's probably going to die in 2 seconds. Watch this. Yeah! You can tell I've used it too much. I know the time. Yeah, it lasts a full minute. It is absolutely retarded how amazing that skeleton offhand summon actually is. Anyways, what to learn from that? Some things went wrong. Some things could have gone better. All told, you just watched a tier 1 a lawbringer focused paladin without much DPS and like basically a maelstrom trinket and a deathbringer with proper gear usage, basically just shit all over a hunter. And what's funny is, as we know from our Dancing Queen videos, he's still dancing, he's moving. The hunter's just going to get absolutely destroyed in the second duel too. If you haven't seen the hunter video, he just runs out here and he's like, just murders him. The key moment in the second duel, I'll try to go ahead a bit here. The key moment for the second duel, in my opinion, was Drakova managed to stun the hunter. It's right about here. Yeah, it's definitely right about here. So the hunter just put down an ice trap. It's hard to tell. I personally can't tell when they're putting down traps the vast majority of the time in Classic anymore. I don't know what they're doing to hide it, but they're doing something kind of cool. He knows this, Drakova does, just because the hunter stopped, right? That's the only tell he needs. Watch how he moves and how he reacts. So he goes in, he backs up a little bit, going, oh shit, there's probably a trap here. He cleanses himself. No, I take it back. He immediately throws his justice stun. This was the key moment in the second duel for me, and the reason for that is he doesn't really have anything to stop this ice cube. He recently popped his frost reflector trinket, so he doesn't have it right here. And he might have eaten a trap already with frost reflector trinket, but the moment he suspects that a ice trap went down, out comes the stun. Boom, he's got the stun on him right now, right? Is that really the animation a dwarf makes when he stuns people? He just like sticks both his arms out? Am I wrong about that? But yeah, so what ends up happening here is he manages to stun the hunter, and then he does the smart thing. Even this probably wasn't intentional, but the smart thing to do if you manage to stun the hunter is to eat the trap. You just get into that trap. And what ends up happening is you'll see how much this just wastes the trap of the hunter because the 6-second stun doesn't give a fuck. He'll probably come out in like a second. Less than a second? Okay, boom. So he's out. He can easily use grenade to catch back up. So caught him back up. Good to go. And again, the life bars are way up at top. This hunter's just going to get absolutely murdered. Can't get him off him. Doesn't have anything to get him off him. Just going to die. The end. But you can watch this duel, more commentary on the other one, but you can see how terrifying it is when you know what you're doing as a paladin and you're just getting on top of the hunter and you're just beating them to death and you don't really care. This is also kind of a testament to the power of Reckoning. So when you saw in like the Peaceblade videos, Peaceblade was having some substantial difficulties. He would eventually get on top of the hunter, but he'd only get the hunter to half-life before the hunter could get him off of him. With Reckoning, it's kind of a different story because when you finally close with the hunter, a lot of times, you just instantly take out half their life, and then they have problems. In this case, Drakova is substantially undergeared from a DPS perspective, so he needs to get on top of the hunter repeatedly and grind him into pulp, which he did quite spectacularly. Much better in the first duel, just because he had more tools to play with, but he played it pretty masterfully in the second duel as well. Again, that key critical moment when he got that stun off, in my personal opinion. But anyways, I'm going to copy this link and send it out to you guys so you can see a much better version of the duel as opposed to my boy from, yeah. Anyways, I guess I'll leave it there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.